While you guys are at home sitting on your asses, I just took a private jet out to LA with $1 million. Living my dream life. What are you doing? Nothing. When I opened up the pre-order for my e-Bible, which goes over effectively every single way I've been able to live my dream life at 17 years old by making money online, the University of E-Business will be a completely interactive online independent platform in which students will be able to learn through various online courses by various coaches and instructors.
Dean Withers, he is an interesting figure, and as of late in the political commentating scene, he has risen to fame. You may have even seen one of his videos. He was on Can One Woke Teen Survive 20 Trump Supporters, and it has 11 million views in just 1 month. And from this video, he jump-started his career into political commentating. He's even gone on to debate other political commentators. Dean, he is very smart. He is very educated in my opinion. But after digging a bit further into him, I found some extremely questionable things he promoted. First off, I want to make things very clear and fully transparent. I am right-wing. I don't agree with Dean politically, but the purpose of this video is not at all because I disagree with him or that I have anything against him. On the contrary, I really enjoyed watching his debates, seeing him interact with different people, watching him grow in such a short period of time. It's very interesting to me. I love that stuff. But as I mentioned before, tweets came up in my feed about Dean, and they honestly just made me very sad. On October 7th, tweets about him from Chief Trumpster would surface showing that he promoted an e-rich lifestyle. He claimed to provide knowledge on crypto, finances, online revenue, and other things, while pushing on a fake Andrew Tate bravado.
While you guys are at home sitting on your asses, I just took a private jet out to LA with $1 million. In this rental passenger seats in a Coach duffel bag, couple grand in the lap. I'm about to go drop it at Louis Vuitton. Living my dream life. What are you doing? Nothing.
And with this course, he would be selling an e-Bible he claims that cost him upwards of $8,750, and he was selling it for $250 for his e-Bible. But if you were to pre-order it, it would only be $175. I was personally very suspicious of these images and videos because so many people were going after him right now. He was under a lot of heat, so it wouldn't be that surprising if people faked these videos, faked these images, just to slander him. So I contacted Chief. I asked him, was he the person who found this? Where did he get this information? And he said that he digged it up and he found his Telegram and he linked it to me. So I joined in. Sure enough, it had irrefutable evidence about everything he was saying. It was all true, and it was way worse than I thought it was. In this telegram, he claimed that he was living the dream life, a 17-year-old making 6 figures a month. Meaning he's claiming that between the ages of 16 to 17, he made $1 million. Don't worry, I was extremely poor last year myself. I've never heard anybody make these claims before. He was claiming to be a millionaire and selling you courses on how to become rich. I have been able to successfully scale up my income to 6 figures a month online in less than 12 months using vital skills and principles I want to share with each and every single one of you.
The University of E-Business will be a completely interactive online independent platform in which students will be able to learn through various online courses by various coaches and instructors. Do not miss out on the opportunity. We will be opening up pre-sales tomorrow, the price being public as well. More information coming very soon. I'm very happy about this, and I hope that every single one of you are as well, because this will literally change your life.
And these were the images he tried to use in order to attract people to buy his course. Posing with fancy cars, holding up and flexing tons of money, wearing excessive amounts of jewelry. All of this is extremely questionable. We don't actually know if this is legitimate or not. It could be that he just rented out a car and filmed himself in front of it, all to convince you to buy his courses, to buy his book, so he can quote-unquote fast track your income. Following up with him saying, I don't care about the money I make from this book, which he's selling at $250 each. I'm sorry, that's absolutely a lie. You do care about the money. Otherwise, you would be selling this book, assuming it's legitimate, at $30 a pop. A standard fair price, not $250. You obviously care about money. You're flexing all of the money you apparently have, though I cannot prove is fake or real, because I don't want to be held legally liable if I were to say anything. I'm just reporting what I found, and everybody here can make up their own decision. Do you think it's legitimate? Do you think he was fast-tracking people's money and turning teenagers into millionaires? Whatever it might be. He even has on the book cover a testimony. I made $5,000 in my first month and $20,000 in my second month. All of this is a one-to-one copy of Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. You can even see his previous TikTok account, which is not listed in the server, mind you. On his Discord server, he has a list of accounts that he has, but no mention of Dean Withers, which previously existed. Gotta sweep that one under the rug. And on this previous TikTok account, he had a fake Andrew Tate persona that, in his own words, was a failed marketing ploy, which means it was acting, it was dishonest behavior, and that is extremely concerning. It shows that he's willing to lie and fake who he is in order to make money off of his followers. He's a failed young Andrew Tate, in his own words.
There's something I want to explain to each and every single one of you. When I opened up the pre-order for my e-Bible, which goes over effectively every single way I've been able to live my dream life at 17 years old by making money online, as well as all of these common and not so common methods of making money online, a Bible dedicated to the pure explanation of how to make money online in every single way, majority of the people that reacted to it simply bit it because I was selling it for a profit. Now, why is this wrong? You are making an investment in information that effectively you could turn around, use that information to make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200, 1,000 fold the original amount you invested, and you are bit it. You could go to McDonald's and spend $15 for a lunch. You will never get those $15 back. You will not multiply that $15 at any fold. It's the same way with paying for a video game, paying for a movie, paying for literally anything, because we live in a society where you have to pay for stuff, and you don't bit that. But the majority of you guys bit at having to pay for information in which you could exponentially increase the amount you paid for it. That is insane to me.
I mean, look at these images. He even copied the photo shoots and positions of Andrew Tate. He was trying so incredibly hard to become Andrew Tate, a white pretty boy version of Andrew Tate, and he failed at it. He even said that he started his own university to compete with Tate's. He called it the University of E-Business, which is totally legit. It's going to make you rich, my friend, right?
Think of my University of E-Business as a cornerstone to developing you as a person, as well as your income online and your skill set. The university will teach highly specific skills, such as influencer management and advanced cryptocurrency trading, as well as more generalized and basic ones, such as Amazon FBA or Shopify e-commerce. I believe that going into individual trades and how to make money online is important. I also believe what is even more important is getting your mindset in the right place and growing your mindset through the right principles. Another cornerstone of the platform will be teaching these principles.
And oh boy, what could he possibly mean by mindset?
I posted that video not even 2 minutes ago, and it already has 2 thumbs down. Your ego is the problem. Accept the ridicule. Learn from the ridicule. Grow from the ridicule.
And this went as well as you could guess. All of this on his Telegram lasted for approximately 2 months, May of 2022 to July of 2022. Approximately 3 months later in October, he posted his oldest video on a different account, ditching and leaving his previous one named Dean.Withers to It's Dean. That's when he made the oldest video that is on his TikTok account right now, 3 months after this. Hey, quick interruption. I'm gonna shamelessly self-promote right here, but if you need a video editor, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter right here. Anyways, let's get back to the video. And what was even more strange was after Chief found all this information, publicly posted it, mentioned Dean many times on Twitter, other accounts even saw this themselves, even Tristan Tate messaged him. All of these tweets, they are unavoidably in his face. He knows about them. He has seen them. Yet right when all this blew up, On October 7th, he decided to leave and take a break from Twitter on October 8th, and he wouldn't resume until October 16th. Now, it could be that there are multiple reasons why he left. He said that Twitter was affecting his mental health. He just apologized for saying the F word and the N word. But again, he has yet to respond. He has yet to disavow any of this, say that he's changed at all, say why he did these things, show that he is actually successful in any way with the things he was talking about. And after you see all this information on Dean, you never watch him the same. It never feels the same. It's like I'm watching a career politician give a speech about something they don't actually believe in or are enthusiastic about, especially with the way he treats people. It feels so disingenuous. For example, with his debate with Emily, he starts off with,
having some fun out here in LA, hoping to have a good conversation today. Regardless of where you're at, what side of the aisle you fall on, there's going to be people that disagree with you and hate you for it. That's just a reality that we can hopefully change, through conversations like these.
And then proceeds to abrasively, personally attack people. Unprovoked, mind you.
Sure. First of all, 63% of women that do get never report it to the authorities in their lifetime because exists, and people like you actively uphold that by denying the lived experiences of a victim who didn't just accuse a man proved it in court.
I mean, if you watch the debate between him and Emily doesn't make a lot of great arguments, and the moderator was desperately trying to rizz her up. I mean, it was pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, and then you said,
if you want to fight Emily right now, I would have to defend her.
Well, don't worry,
and I would beat your ass. I would defend you. I just want to let you know.
I do not want to fight Emily.
No,
I'm just been in many fights in my life. I tend to handle myself quite well.
You got to get through me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It really felt like a 2v1. But when you proceed to aggressively attack people, that's not a discussion. That isn't a conversation you're having. You're just attacking and fighting. If you truly want to have a discussion, to have open conversation, to persuade anybody, you could easily word these things in a much kinder and presentable way. If you truly wanted to have conversations and to stop the divide. After all, he said that he stopped being conservative because of Trump. Trump was too divisive for him. That was his wake-up call, apparently. All of this feels so strange and unnatural to me as a man who has changed his beliefs a lot on many things. Especially for Trump. I know that there are many people who stopped voting Republican because of Trump. He was too divisive. But I have not met a single person who stopped considering themselves as a conservative, as right-wing, because of a politician, because of Trump. They are no longer Republican, but that doesn't change your underlying ideology. Only who you vote for, only which party you're going to be a part of. This is so strange to me.
I feel like there's got to be a main point or trigger that was like, okay, this is why I'm gonna side here, or this is why I'm gonna support this person. So what was the main thing that was like, you know what, this is it? Both your parents are Trump supporters.
Mm-hmm.
So there's something that clicked where you're like, you know what, this isn't for me, or I don't support these people.
Well, I think one of the first things that clicked was the fact that Donald Trump had caused division in America. I remember when he was president and like being a Trump supporter, and then the first conscious thought that I had about politics was, well, I kind of like him, but he's caused so much division in America. The American people are so split. Nothing is getting done. We're regressing backwards because of his inability to actually lead us as a unit. And then I kind of started to develop more like nuanced takes on why I don't like him, why he's a bad person, and why his policies
Where did you?
It feels like an answer somebody would give who tries to pretend as if they've changed their beliefs. As if their change, their swap from their beliefs was organic. It wasn't fake. And it's also not only that he changes the way he talks to people, where he snaps from nice to very aggressive and mean, but just how he talks to people after the debates, after he's interacted with them. It's so fishy to me. In his TikToks, he likes to talk about people after the debates and highlight his best moments. And he's always extremely pretentious. I mean, can you imagine debating someone who treated you fairly all right throughout the debate, and then seeing them say this about you on their TikTok?
Clips of my debate with Emily Wilson, which is the woman that told us she'd be okay with slavery, have been going viral all over the internet. And I thought that I'd come on here and share some of my thoughts about the filming experience and how I think things went. First and foremost, I didn't expect her to end her own career over the course of a 2-hour discussion in 4K for millions of people to see.
Like, look, she did not defend her points well at all, and she mainly used anecdotal evidence. But holy shit, the change in demeanor is reminiscent of a psychopath to me. It's like this entire time, that's what he truly felt. That's what he truly thought about these people he was talking to. It was very pretentious. He viewed himself so much better than these people he was talking to. But he put on a mask, he put on a fake show until he finally got back to his TikTok, where the mask slipped off. It literally reminds me of Patrick Bateman. I'm not joking here.
We have to end apartheid for one, and slow down the nuclear arms race, stop terrorism, and world hunger. We have to provide food and shelter for the homeless, and oppose racial discrimination and promote civil rights, while also promoting equal rights for women.
Again, it feels like a career politician, somebody who's just putting up an act. He doesn't actually believe the things he says, and it's really weird. I personally believe, after seeing all of this, he's a grifter. I don't like to use that term lightly either. I don't just call people I disagree with grifters. I love listening to people who have different opinions than me, to debate, to hear their thoughts out. I like to hear the strongest opinions on the other side. And that's why I initially enjoyed Dean. He had great arguments. But after seeing all of this, it doesn't feel real. It seems so fake to me. It's all a facade, because we know he said it himself. He's willing to fake who he is, what he believes, in order to make money. You can't trust people like that. I don't have a problem with people getting into politics to make money. Political commentators do that all the time. They do it for money. Yeah, no shit. Everybody does that. But if you have a history of selling very suspicious courses and ebooks, faking who you are, putting on an Andrew Tate bravado of all things to make money, I frankly can't trust what you say.
Editor's note: after I was working on the video, I was able to ask Dean a question on Discord. And frankly, I would have asked him more questions and even better questions if I actually prepared, but it caught me off guard. I'm simply asking questions that address real concerns, and I would love to get his side of the story. But news to me, since I don't use TikTok, he has apparently addressed this a couple of times on TikTok Live. I don't really know anything about TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. The only thing I know about Dean is from what I've seen on YouTube. People really got angry at me simply for asking questions, real questions. I mean, if anybody else made these huge claims with such little evidence to support the things they say, they would be called scam artists. Nobody would believe them. But because he says things they like, I guess they just give him a pass. And they get very angry at anyone who simply asks questions. I didn't even attack anyone. But unfortunately, they only got angry at me, saying I'm behind and I should know these things, even though I've looked several times. As of recording this video, nobody else on YouTube has made a video going into depth about this. I have yet to see any, so I'm making it for people on YouTube, because not everybody lives on TikTok or watches live streamers on TikTok. I didn't even really know that was a thing. I was watching on Twitter to see if he would actually say anything, and he didn't on there. And apparently they don't deserve a response according to one person, because fuck the fans, am I right? Only if you're a TikToker do you deserve any sort of explanation. And the defenses they gave were really bad. The person here said that only 3 people apparently bought it, which means this actually failed. He spent over $8,000, and he got paid at most $250 per purchase. That's a negative right there. This person also claims that it was only about web development, which is bullshit. He was advertising crypto guides. He was going to give you advice for being an influencer, fast track your money. This is not web development, my friend. And just because a company bought you out doesn't mean anything. Also, the person he copied, who is a scam artist, Tate, who is taking advantage of his own audience, it's not really a good look when the person you're imitating is a scam artist, has actually a better defense for Hustlers University than Dean does for his university. Tate would say it's legit because if it was a scam, why would they remain subscribed? Why would they keep coming back? It was obviously a scam though, because he would tell you how to be free from the matrix, become rich, and he would teach you things like how to garage sell, along with cryptocurrency guides, just like Dean. When Tate does a scam, everybody calls him out, but if Dean claims he's going to sell the exact same things, mimic Tate's to the best of his abilities, then it's fine. He's probably a changed person. We've moved past this somehow. Don't question it, just keep moving along, folks. And the problem I have with this is, why would you support a person who fakes who they are, swaps their personalities out like clothing in order to make money from their followers. That's dishonest behavior. So how could you trust what he says after he finally puts on a pair of clothes that people like, that sells more than 3 books? And there are plenty of better people on the left you can listen to. People who display better character, in my opinion. You can disagree with them. You can think low of them if you want. Like Destiny, for example. Everybody calls him a but at least he isn't selling you crypto courses online and trying to make money from it and going into politics after that immediately fails on him. You can't trust these people, and there are better people out there. I'm going to tell you the exact same thing you can tell to people who admire Tate. There are plenty of better people out there you can follow, you can watch, that are not extremely questionable and fake who they are in order to gain money. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the rest of my channel. I do not make exposed videos like this. The only reason why I did with Dean is because he's into politics and he's someone I've been watching for quite a while, at least on Twitter and YouTube in his debates with people. So this was really on my mind when I didn't see a single YouTube video covering it. But on the rest of my channel, I make videos talking about psychology, human nature, politics. If you enjoyed this video, please do check out some of my other videos, and I hope you have a good one.